Welcome students to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn similarity maths part 2 standard 10th chapter. We are going to solve 1.1 and along with that we are going to learn some of the basic things in this chapter. Let's go to the chapter. First of all, we are going to learn ratio of areas of two triangles. As we all know, area of a triangle is equal to the formula of area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height, 1 upon 2 into base into height. Now to learn this ratio of areas of two triangles, we have to consider areas of any two triangles. So we have taken an example that let there are two triangles ABC and PQR. In first triangle ABC, AD is the height and BC is the base of the triangle. So this AD is the height and BC is the base of the triangle. Another triangle PQR, where PS is the height and QR is the base. So this PS is the height and QR is the base. So take the ratios of their areas. So A stands for area. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to 1 upon 2 into base into height, that is BC into AD, upon 1 upon 2 into base into height, that is QR into PS. Now this 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 lapses. So what do we get is area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to BC into AD, QR into PS, that is base of the ABC, base of the triangle ABC and height of triangle ABC upon base of triangle PQR into multiplied by height of triangle PQR. So that means the ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of the products of their bases and corresponding heights. So base of a triangle is B1 and height of height is H1. Base of another triangle is B2 and height is H2. Then the ratio of their areas is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2, where B1 and B2, B1, B2, B2, B1, B2, H1, H2 are not 0. Okay, so the ratio of their area, ratio of any two triangle, the ratio of areas of any two triangle is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. B is base and H is your height. 1 stands for first triangle, 2 stands for second triangle. So there are some conditions. So what is the condition number 1 is that if the height of height of both triangles are equal, then what happens? See, these are two triangles ABC and PQR. AD and PS is the height which is equal. Okay, so AD is equal to PS. So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to BC, the base, into H is height, QR base of the PQR into H. So HH lapses, you get BC upon QR. So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to B1 upon B2. So you get a property that the ratio of the areas of two triangles with equal heights is equal to the ratio of their corresponding bases. If height is equal, then the ratio of the areas of two triangles is equal to B1 is equal to ratio of their corresponding bases, B1 upon B2. Next condition you have, say condition number 2, where you have bases of both the triangles equal. Okay, let's see, these are two triangles ABC and APB, ABC and APB. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle APB is equal to ABC and APB is equal to AB into H1, AB into H2, AB into H1 and AB into H2. See, AB lapses H1 upon H2. So you get another property that the ratio of the areas of two triangles with equal bases is equal to the ratio of their corresponding heights. So bases are equal, ratio is equal to the ratio of the areas is equal to ratio of corresponding heights, that is H1 upon H2. So you have to remember three things primarily: ratio of areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of products of their bases and corresponding heights. Areas of triangles with equal height are proportional to the ratio corresponding bases, their corresponding bases. Areas of triangles with equal bases are proportional to their corresponding heights. Okay, so you have to remember this. Then now we are going to solve 1.1, practice set 1.1. Let's see first question. What is the first question? Base of triangle. Base of a triangle is 9 and height is 5. Base of another triangle is 10 and height is 6. So you have to find out the ratio of areas of these triangles. Okay, let's see the solution. Base of triangle is B1 and height is H1. Base of another triangle is B2 and height is H2. So put the values of B1 9, H1 5, B2 10 and H2 6. Ratio of their areas is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. Put values 9 into 5 upon 10 into 6. Solve this, you will get 3 is to 4. 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9, 3 into 1 upon 2 into 2, that is 3 is to 4. So your answer is ratio of their areas is equal to 3 is to 4, 3 upon 4. Next question. In this question you have given one figure. In this figure, see, there are two triangles ABC. This first triangle ABC and another triangle ABD or ADB. In this triangle, BC is perpendicular to AB. This BC is perpendicular to AB and AD is perpendicular to AB. AD is also perpendicular to AB. BC is given 4, AD is given 8. Then what we need to find out, that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle AD with the ratio. We have to find out the ratio of areas of these two triangles. Now area of ABC upon area of ADB is equal to BC upon AD. Why? The reason is that the triangles having equal bases. These two triangles have equal base. That AB is not AD, it's wrong. It is AB. Here it should be AB. Okay, it is AB. Okay, then this AB is the common base of these two triangles. So BC upon AD, put values 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 is to 2. Then third question is given that you have given one triangle PQR. Okay, you have given one triangle PQR and we have what is also given, PS perpendicular to RQ, QT perpendicular to PR. RQ 6, PS 6, PR 12. You have to find out value of QT. Now we have to find out value of QT. See, consider this triangle PQR in two ways. First way, PQR, where QR is your base and PS is your height. PS into QR, RQ. Another way, you have to consider it as TQ is your height and PR is the base. So area of triangle PQR upon area of triangle PQR is equal to PS into RQ, PR into QT. These two circumstances, these two conditions. Now PQR area equal, it lapses, so you get PS into VRQ upon is equal to PR into QT. So areas of same triangles. This is one triangle, but we are considering this triangle or the area of triangle in two different ways. So put values 6 into 6, 12 into QT, 6 6 are 36, 12, 36 by 12 is equal to 3. So you get value of QT is equal to 3. Okay, let's go to next question. Okay, in this question there are two parallel lines, AD parallel to BC, and AP is perpendicular to BC. Now whenever there are two parallel lines, any triangles between these two parallel lines have equal height. So AD is perpendicular to BC, triangle ABC and triangle BDC, both the triangles are drawn into parallel lines. Hence the distance between the two parallel lines is the height of the both triangles where the height is equal. So ABC and BDC, triangle ABC and triangle BDC have common base also, that is BC. So height is also common, base is also common. The ratio of their areas, or the area of ABC and area of BDC is equal. Therefore the ratio is 1 is to 1. What do we get? Ratio is 1 is to 1, where height as well as base is equal. This is the last question of the 1.1 practice set, where you have given four triangles ABC, ADC, PQC and PQB. Okay, PQ perpendicular BC, AD perpendicular BC. You have to find out the following ratios. First is PQB upon PBC. Area of triangle PQB upon area of triangle PBC. So this PQB and PBC, it has same height. This is PQ. Height PQ is equal. So triangles having equal height. So we are considering its basis only, BQ upon BC. This B1, BQ and BC. This is your B2. So BQ upon BC is the ratio of the areas of PQB and PBC triangles. Second, you have asked area of triangle PBC and area of triangle ABC. Now these two triangles ABC and PBC, PBC, they have equal base. So ratio is equal to corresponding heights, PQ upon AD. This PQ is height and this AD is also height of the triangle PBC and ABC correspondingly. Next, you have asked ratio of triangle ABC and ratio of triangle ADC is equal to BC upon DC, because triangles having equal height, AD is the height here. ABC and ADC, this A, B, C and ADC, the height AD is equal, so their area ratio of the areas of these two triangles is equal to ratio of their bases. Bases are BC and DC. Finally, you are asked ADC and PQC, area of triangle ADC and area of triangle PQC ratio. So ADC, this is the triangle, and PQC, PQC. These two triangles don't have common base as well as common height. So base and height are not equal. Therefore, we are considering B1 into B2, H1 into H2. Condition number 1. Not condition number 1. General area of two triangles is equal to B1 into H1 upon B2 into H2. So DC is the DC is the base of this triangle ADC, and AD is the height. QC is the base of this triangle PQC, and PQ is the height. I hope you understand the today's chapter. Thank you. Welcome students to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn basic proportionality theorem. This is one of the major theorem in Maths Part 2 of Standard 10 Maharashtra Board. This theorem will help you to solve 1.2 and many other problems in your geometry. Let's begin. Now, what is the theorem? What is the definition of theorem? If a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, then the line divides the sides in the same proportion. Okay, see, this is the line given. This line is L. This line is parallel to side BC of a triangle ABC. Then this line L divides or intersects the remaining sides, that is AB and AC, in two distinct points, that is P and Q, So what you have to what the theorem says, that it divides this line L divides AB and AC proportionately in same proportion. So AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Okay, so then this theorem generally asks in exam. So you have to prepare this theorem very well. So let's draw the triangle, a line parallel to BC. Then what is given? Line in a triangle ABC, line L parallel to line BC. Then line L intersect AB and AC in point P and Q respectively. Then what is to prove? AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Then you have to construct here. What is the construction? Generally, construction is shown in dotted lines. So you have to draw segment PC and segment BQ. Okay, done. Now let's start the proof. In this proof, we are using 1.1. We have already solved it. So we are using 1.1. That is the ratio of areas of two triangles. So here we are considering two triangles APQ and PQB have equal heights. See, this is APQ and PQB. These two triangles have equal height. So if we draw a perpendicular from Q to AB or AP, this perpendicular is the height and that is equal for both these triangles. Then if the height is equal, then the areas are proportional to bases. The areas are proportional to bases. So area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB is equal to AP upon PB. One number point. Then similarly we are taking on the two triangles. This APQ remains same and PQC. These two triangles also have same height, equal height. See, if we draw a perpendicular from P to AQ or AC, we get height of these two triangles which is equal. So we are getting area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC is equal to AQ upon QC. Number 2, the area is proportional to bases. Now segment PQ is common base of PQB and PQC, and segment PQ is parallel to BC. Therefore PQB and PQC have equal heights. These two triangles. Now consider these two lines, line L and BC. These are parallel lines and they have same base, that is PQ. So the area of these two triangles is equal. So area means triangle PQB and PQC have equal heights. Therefore their area is equal. Therefore areas are equal. Then from 1 to 3, what do we get? That area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB is equal to area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC. From 1 to 3, what do we get? AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. AP upon APB is equal to AQ upon QC. See, AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC, and that is our proof. Now, what is the converse of this basic property theorem? That if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to third side. See, if this is given, AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC is given, then these two lines, that the line L is parallel to line BC. This is the converse of basic proportionality theorem. This theorem is generally very important, students, so you have to study it very well and you have to apply it in your upcoming questions. Okay, thank you. Welcome students to Sadhava classes. Today we are going to learn an angle bisector theorem of a triangle. Standard 10 Maths Part 2 Maharashtra Board. This is also one of the important theorems in your Maths Part 2. Let's begin. So what is the definition? The bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides. Okay. So this is your triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, bisector of angle C, this angle C, bisector of angle C, that is ray CE, intersects segment AB in the point E. This intersects segment AB in the point E. So we have to prove that AE upon EB is equal to CA upon CB. This AE upon AB is equal to CA upon CB. CA upon CB. For this we have to prove this theorem, we have to construct. So let's see the construction. We have to draw a line parallel. We have to draw a line which is parallel to CE, ray CE, that BD, and we have to passing through the point B, and extend. We have to extend this AC till D. We have to extend AC till D. So we have to extend AC so as to intersect it at point D. So given to prove construction, these things are given. These things we have to write, then start the proof. See, I have already told you that the theorem you have to practice as it is given in your textbook. So you don't have to make any changes in it possibly. Let's begin. Proof. Ray CE parallel to BD and AD is transversal. Therefore, this AD is transversal and these two lines CE and DB are parallel. Therefore, you get angle ACE is equal to angle CDB. Angle AC is equal to angle CDB. These two angles are corresponding. These two angles are corresponding angles. Then, now taking BC as a transfer, you have to take BC as a transversal. Then what do we get? Angle ECB is equal to angle CBD. These two angles are alternate angles. These are alternate angles. So from 1 and 2, what do we get? ACE and ACB are equal. They are congruent. It is given in your. It is already given. It is already given because there is angle bisector. So AC and ACB are congruent. So left hand side of 1 and 2 is congruent. Therefore, right hand side is also congruent. So what do we get? CBD is equal to angle CBD is equal to angle CDB, or congruent angle CDB. Now, let's consider this triangle CBD. In this triangle CBD, angle CBD is equal to angle CDB. It is isosceles triangle. Therefore, these opposite sides CD and CB are equal or congruent. CDB side CB, congruent side CD. Therefore, CB is equal to CD. Now we have to consider angle ABD. Angle AB. This is the largest triangle ABD. And in this triangle, you have to consider basic proportionality theorem, which we have already learned, that C is parallel to DB and CE is parallel to DB. Therefore, you get AE upon AB is equal to AC upon CD. AE upon AB is equal to AC upon CD. So you have to replace CD by CB from 4. You have to replace CD by CB from 4. So you get AE upon AB is equal to AC upon CB. So this is your proof. So what is the converse of bisect triangle? What is the converse? See, if this is given, AE upon AB is equal to AC upon CD, then this ray CE is the angle bisector of angle ACB. This is the converse of this theorem. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are studying well in this lockdown period. Do it very well. This theorem you have to practice, and in the same way given in your textbook or shown in this video. Thank you. Welcome students to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn property of three parallel lines and their transversal. This is also one of the important theorems in your Maths Part 2 of Standard 10 Maharashtra Board. Let's start. To solve this, small activity is given to you. You have to draw three parallel lines. Parallel L, M, N. Parallel lines are the lines those do not intersect each other at any instant or any point. So label them as L, M, N. Then you have to draw transversals. Transversal T1 and transversal T2. Then AB and BC are the intercepts. AB and the BC are intercepts of T1, and PQ and QR are the intercepts of transversal T2. Then you can measure this AB and BC, PQ and QR. Put in ratio. Find the ratio of AB upon BC and PQ upon QR. You will find that they are almost equal. They are almost equal. Let's begin with the theorem. Now, what the theorem says, the ratio of the intercepts made on a transversal by three parallel lines is equal to the ratio of corresponding intercepts made on any other transversal by the same parallel lines. Okay, so given, what is given to you? Line L parallel line M parallel line N. Line L parallel line M parallel line N. These three lines are parallel to each other. Then T1 and T2 are transversals, and AB, BC, PQ, QR are your intercepts. Now, what you need to prove? AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. See, AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. It similarly looks like basic proportionality theorem. Now let's move towards the proof. Now you have to draw segment PC which intersects line M at point D. See here, you have to draw PC which intersects at D, then which intersects line M at point D. Then in triangle ACP, this triangle ACP, if you see in this triangle BD, this line BD is parallel to line AP, then by basic proportionality theorem, what do we get? AB upon BC is equal to PD upon DC. See, in triangle ACP, BD parallel to line AP. This BD is parallel to line AP. Therefore, BD parallel to line AP. Therefore, what do we get? By basic proportionality theorem, AB upon BC is equal to PD upon DC. So, what is basic proportionality theorem? We have already learnt. Then similarly in triangle CPR, this DQ is parallel to CR. Therefore, PD upon CD or DC is equal to PQ upon QR. See, in triangle CPR, DQ is parallel to CR. Therefore, PD upon DC is equal to PQ upon QR by basic proportionality theorem. Now from 1 and 2, what do we get? See, PD upon DC, From 1 and 2, what do we get? AB upon BC is equal to PD upon DC is equal to PQ upon QR. Therefore, AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. So, we got our proof. This AB upon BC is equal to PQ upon QR. So, this is your property of three parallel lines and their transversal. It is also one of the important properties. Now, we are using this property as well as the basic proportionality theorem as well as your angle bisector theorem in 1.2. So, we'll back with the 1.2 and we'll solve all the problems in 1.2. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to solve practice set 1.2 of similarity standard 10 maths part 2 Maharashtra board. We are going to solve this 1.2 in two parts. So today will be the first part. Prior to that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. And there are many different videos we have also made and the link is given in the description. Okay. Now, practice set 1.2, first question is given. Given below are some triangles and length of line segments. Identify in which figure ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. You are given triangle PQR and a ray is given PM. So we have to find out whether this ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR or not. So here we are going to use the converse of angle bisector theorem. See. So what we are going to do, see, we are going to find the ratio of PQ upon PR and QM upon MR. See, this PQ upon PR is equal to QM upon QR. Actually, it's not equal to. We have to find out whether it is equal to or not. Then PQ upon PR, QM upon MR. PQ is 7, PR is 3, QM is 3.5, MR is 1.5. Then we have to simplify this ratio 3.5. So factorizing it, 7 into 0.5, 1.5 is equal to 3 into 0.5. So this 0.5 goes lapses. Then 7 upon 3, 7 upon 3. Both the sides are equal. If this ratio is equal, that PQ upon PR and QM upon MR, if this ratio is equal, then by the converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. This ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR by the converse of angle bisector theorem. Second question. Here, same given, triangle PQR is given, ray PM is given. We have to find out the ratio of PR upon PQ and RM upon MQ. PR upon PQ, RM upon MQ. PR is 7, PQ is 10, RM is 6, MQ is 8. So simplifying this 6 upon 8, we get 3 upon 4, and left hand side is 7 upon 10. So 7 upon 10 is not equal to 3 upon 4. Therefore, by the converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM is not the bisector of angle QPR. Third question. Again, a triangle is given, PQR, same, ray PM is given. Now again we have to find out PR upon PQ is and RM upon MQ. We have to find out this ratio. Yes. PR upon PQ and RM upon MQ. So PR 10, PQ 9, RM is 4, and MQ is 3.6. Then multiplying this, factorizing 4, 10 into 0.4, 3.6 is 9 into 0.4, 0.4 lapses. 10 upon 9 is equal to 10 upon 9. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, this ratio is equal. PR upon PQ is equal to RM upon MQ. Therefore, by the converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM is the bisector of angle QPR. We have already given basic proportional theorem, its converse, angle bisector theorem, its converse, the property of three parallel lines. We have already given. You can watch the videos. Then question number 2 is given. In triangle PQR, this is your triangle PQR. PM is given. This PM is 15, PQ is 25, PR is 20, and NR is 8. State whether the line NM is parallel to side RQ and give reason. So we have to find out whether this given line NM is parallel to line QR. Now, here we are using the converse of basic proportionality theorem. Again, we have to find out this ratio, Pn upon Nr and PM upon MQ. This is not equal. We have to find out this equal. This is by mistake. So Pn upon Nr and PM upon MQ. This Pn upon Nr and PM upon MQ. We have to find out this ratio, and this ratio is if this ratio is equal, then this line will be parallel. Okay, let's see. Pn upon Nr and PM upon MQ. So Pn is not given. So how to find out? Pn is equal to PR and PR minus Nr. PR minus Nr. Nr is given. Then PM is given. MQ is not given. So how to find out MQ? That PQ minus PM. PQ minus PM. Now putting the values, 20 minus 8 upon 8, 15 upon 25 minus 15. 12 upon 8, 15 upon 10, factorizing 4 3s are 2, 4 2s are 8, 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10, 4 lapses, 5 lapses, we get 3 upon 2 is equal to 3 upon 2. So therefore this ratio Pn upon Nr is equal to PM upon MQ is equal to 3:2 or 3 upon 2. Therefore the ratio is equal. By the converse of basic proportionality theorem, line NM is parallel to side RQ. This line NM is parallel to side RQ if this ratio Pn upon Nr is equal to PM upon MQ. Okay, next question. Here what is given in triangle M and P? In triangle M and P, NQ is bisector of angle N. We have already given that this NQ is the bisector of angle N. Now we have given values of MN, PN, MQ. Then we have to find out QP. Okay. Here we are directly using by angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, this NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. Therefore 5 upon 7 is equal to 2.5 upon QP. Then cross multiplying 5 into QP, 7 into 2.5, that is 17.5 M into QP. So QP is equal to 17.5 divided by 5. So you get the value of QP as 3.5. 5. So this is 3.5. We are using angle bisector theorem, as they have directly given that NQ is the bisector of angle I. Next question. In this question, measures of some angles in the figure are given. Prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Now, given the triangle APQ is 60 degree, here degree sign should be there, and ABC is 60 degree. Then we have to prove this. We have to prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Then let's see the proof. In triangle APQ and triangle ABC, we are taking this triangle. This is the smaller triangle and the bigger one triangle. So angle APQ and triangle APQ, and in triangle ABC, angle APQ is equal to angle ABC because they are both of 60 degrees, same measure. It is given. Then angle APQ is equal to angle ABC or congruent. Angle PAQ is equal to or angle PAQ is equal to angle BAC. This one, the common angle. This one, PAQ BAC. This is the common angle in both the triangles. Therefore, common angle in both the triangles PAQ congruent BAC. Therefore, according to the AA test, these two triangles APQ and ABC are similar. They are similar. Therefore, if the triangles are similar, their angles are congruent, but the ratio of their sides, corresponding sides, is similar, is equal. Therefore, AP upon AB is equal to PQ upon PC is equal to this AQ upon AC. So AP upon AB is equal to AQ upon AC. Corresponding sides of similar triangles. AP is as it is. Take as it is. Then AB is, say this is the AB. This AB is AP plus PB. AB is AP plus PB. Then similarly AC. Similarly AC is AQ plus QC. AQ plus QC. Therefore, AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC because this AP and AQ are equal. This AP and AQ are equal. If we find out the values by the angle sum property of a triangle, then we will find out that this is 60, 60 and this is also 60. So finally we got our proof that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Then the last question of this part 1. We have given a trapezium ABCD. A, B, C, D. In this trapezium, three sides are parallel. That AB, PQ and DC. This AB parallel to PQ, then it is parallel to DC. We have given some values AP 15, PD 12, QC 14 and PQ. You have to find out this BQ. Now, as there are three parallel lines and two transversals, this AD and BC, we are directly using the property of three parallel lines and their transversals. So according to this property, AP upon PD is equal to BQ upon QC. AP upon PD is equal to BQ upon QC by the property of three parallel lines and the transversal. Put values 15, 12, BQ we have to find out, and 14. Cross multiply 15 into 14, BQ into 12. So we get 15 into 14, 12 into BQ, 210. This multiplication is 210 is equal to 12 into BQ. Then BQ is equal to 210 divided by 12. So this division is 17.5. So BQ is 17.5. We have completed the first part of this 1.2. We are coming with the second part also. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and if you haven't seen our previous videos, link is given in the description. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn similarity practice set 1.2. In that we are going to learn second part. We have already solved first part of this practice set. Now let's begin. Question number 6. You have given a triangle, and in this triangle you have to find QP, value of QP using given information in the figure. So this is the triangle M and P, and Q. Q is the bisector of angle N. MN is 25, NP is 40, MQ is 14, and QP you have to find out. So as by angle bisector is given, we are directly using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, what do we get? NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. Put values: NM 25, NP 40, MQ 14, and QP we have to find out. Now cross multiply. 25 into QP is equal to 40 into 14. Now 40 to 14, 560. 25 into QP. So QP is equal to 560 divided by 25. You get QP is equal to 22.4. You get 22.4. Then next question. In the figure 1.41, if this is the figure 1.41, if AB parallel to CD parallel to FE, these three lines are parallel: AB parallel to CD parallel to FE. Then we have to find out the value of X and value of AE. Now here we are using angle, the property of three parallel lines and their transversal. So FD upon DB is equal to CE upon AC. FD upon BD is equal to CE upon AC by property of three parallel lines and their transversal. These are three parallel lines, and BF and AE are the transversals. Now put values: FD 4, BD 8, AC X, AC 12. Then cross multiply. 4 into 12 is equal to 8 into X. 4 12 4s are 48 is equal to 8 into X. So X is equal to 48 divided by 8, and that is X is equal to 6. Now X is equal to 6, but we also have to find out AE. This is the AE. So if we see that AE is equal to AC plus CE. AC plus CE. Now A is equal to AC plus CE, therefore A is equal to 12 plus 6, and A is equal to 18. A is equal to 18. Now let's see the 8th question. This is similar to the 6th question. In our triangle LMN, ray MT bisects triangle LMN if LM is equal to 6, MN is equal to 10, TN is equal to 8. We have to find out LT. See, this is the angle bisector of angle M. MT, ray MT. You know ray has ray MT is the angle. Ray MT bisects LMN here. Therefore, we are directly using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, what do we get? ML upon MN is equal to LT upon TN. ML upon MN is equal to LT upon TN. Therefore, 6 upon 10 is equal to LT upon 8. ML is equal to 6, MN is 10, LT is, we have to find out, and TN is 8. Cross multiply. 6 heads are 48 is equal to 10 into LT. So 48 is equal to 10 into LT. Then LT is equal to 48 divided by 10. You get the value LT as 4.8. Next question. This is also similar to the 8th question. Now, in triangle ABC, segment BD bisects angle ABC. In triangle ABC, segment BD bisects angle ABC. Then AB is equal to X, BC is equal to X plus 5, AD is equal to X minus 2, and DC is equal to X plus 2. Then we have to find the value of X. We have to find the value of X. Now, as there is a angle bisector, we are using angle bisector theorem. So by angle bisector theorem, BA upon BC, see, BA upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. BA upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. BA is X, BC is X plus 5, AD is X minus 2, DC is X plus 2. Then we cross multiply it, X into X plus 2, X plus 2 into X minus 2. Then solving this, what do we get? X into X, X square. X into 2, 2X. X into X, X square. 5 into X, 5X. Minus 2 into X, minus 2X. And plus 5 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 10. This x square lapses, so we get 2x is equal to 5x minus 2x minus 10, 5 minus 2, 3, so 2x is equal to 3x minus 10, 3x, this 3x minus 2x is equal to 10, and finally you get the value x is equal to 9. We only have to find out the value of x. We don't need to find out the values of AB, AD, DC, BC. If someone asks or the question appears in the exam to find the value of BD, then you just have to put the value of x and you get the values of AB, AD segments. Whatever. Then finally, the last question of this 1.2 practice set. This activity is given. If you see the new pattern of your SSC board exam, you find many such activities given in your paper. They are asked for 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, or many times 5 marks also sometimes. So let's see this activity. In the figure 1.44, x is any point in the interior of triangle. Point x is joined to vertices of triangle segment PQ parallel segment DE and segment QR parallel to segment E. Now fill in the blanks to prove that. We have to prove that segment PR is parallel to DF. This segment PR is parallel to DF. We have to prove this. Now they have given the proof. We have to fill in the blanks. We have to fill in the blanks. Now in triangle XDE, this triangle XDE, this triangle XDE, PQ parallel to DE, PQ parallel to DE is given. It is given. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, see, XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE. XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE. By basic proportionality theorem, point number 1. Then we are taking another triangle XEF, this one, XEF. Now in this triangle XEF, QR is parallel to EF. This QR is parallel to EF. That is given. It is given here. It is given. Now similarly, by basic proportionality theorem, XQ upon QE is equal to XR upon RF. XQ upon QE is equal to XR upon RF. Now point number 2. Now see the point number 1 and point number 2. This right hand side of the point number 1 is equal to left hand side of the point number 2. See, XQ upon QE. Therefore, left hand side of the point number 1 is equal to right hand side of the point number 2. Therefore, XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. This one. XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. Now this ratio is equal, therefore by the converse of basic proportionality theorem, what do we get? PR is equal to PR is parallel to DE. This segment PR is parallel to segment DE. PR is parallel to segment DF. Actually, it should be DF here. Okay. Now, thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe, like, and share. If you haven't seen previous videos, I have given link in the description. So, thank you once again. Hello everyone. Welcome to Sadeva classes. We have started learning similarity. In that today we are going to learn similar triangles, test of similarity of triangles, and properties of similar triangles. So this is Maths Part 2 of Standard 10 Maharashtra Board. Let's begin. So what are similar triangles? We have given two triangles here, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Now in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, what is given? If angle A is equal to angle if angle A is congruent to angle D, B is congruent to E, and C is congruent to F. This angle A is congruent to angle D, B is congruent to angle E, and C is congruent to angle F. And similarly, we have given ratios of their sides. AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. This AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. Then what can we say? Sorry. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar triangles. They are similar, not congruent. So similar triangles. Angles, the measure of the angle is congruent. The measure of the angle is equal. Then triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar is expressed as triangle ABC similar triangle DEF. This is the sign of similarity and this is the sign of congruence. Then test of similarity of triangles. So what is the test? See, for similarity of two triangles, for similarity of any two triangles, the necessary conditions are that their corresponding sides are in same proportion and their corresponding angles are congruent. Out of these conditions, when three specific conditions are fulfilled, the remaining conditions are automatically fulfilled. So this means for similarity of two triangles, only three specific conditions are sufficient. Similarity of two triangles can be confirmed by testing these three conditions. The groups of such sufficient conditions are called test of similarity, which we shall use. So which we shall use in practice set 1.3 and other sums. See, these are six conditions. Condition number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these six conditions are for the these six conditions are generally expressed when their triangles are similar. So when we have to prove two triangles similar, we have to find three conditions only. So these conditions are known as tests. Let's see the first test, AAA test for similarity of triangles. So A means angle, angle, angle. For a given correspondence of vertices, when corresponding angles of two triangles are congruent, then the two triangles are similar. See, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, in the correspondence ABC correspondent PQR, A equal to P, B equal to Q and C equal to R. So A congruent P, angle B congruent angle Q and angle C congruent angle R. Then these two triangles are said to be similar by AAA test. Now, AA test for similarity of two triangles. We know that for a given correspondence of vertices, when two angles of a triangle are congruent to two corresponding angles of another triangle, then remaining angle of first triangle is congruent to the remaining angle of the second triangle. This means when two angles of one triangle are congruent to two corresponding angles of another triangle, then this condition is sufficient for similarity of two triangles. This condition is called as AA test. See, when two triangles are congruent, the third triangle also, the pair of third triangle is also congruent. So AAA test can also be read as AA test. It can be used as AA test. So AA and AAA are similar. Then SAS. S means side, angle, side test of similarity of triangle. For a given correspondence of vertices of two triangles, if two pairs of corresponding sides are in the same proportion and the angles between them are congruent, then the two triangles are similar. We have given two triangles KLM and RST. So in triangle KLM and in triangle RST, what is given? Angle KLM congruent angle RST, and we have given the ratio of KL upon RS is equal to LM upon ST, that is 2 upon 3. So condition number 1, 2, 3. Three conditions are fulfilled. So we can say that triangle KLM similar triangle RST by SAS test of similarity. SS test of similarity. Then next test is SSS. S म्हणजे that means side test of similarity of triangles. For a given correspondence of vertices of two triangles, when three sides of a triangle are in proportion to corresponding three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. So we have given two triangles PQR and XYZ. triangle PQ and triangle XYZ. So PQ upon XYZ, QR upon XZ, PR upon PQ upon YZ, QR upon XY, PR upon XZ. This PQ upon YZ, QR upon XY, and this PR upon XZ. The ratio is same. Therefore, triangle PQR similar triangle ZYX by SSS test. Now there are some properties of these similar triangles. Property number 1, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ABC. It is known as reflexivity. So given triangle is similar to the same triangle to itself. Then triangle ABC similar triangle DEF. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, then triangle DEF similar to triangle ABC. The first triangle is similar to second one. The second triangle is also similar to first one. This is known as symmetry. Third property is triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, then triangle DEF similar to triangle GHI. So first triangle is similar to second one, second is similar to third one. So automatically first one and third one are similar. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle GHI. This is known as transitivity. So we have seen SSS test of similarity, then we have seen SAS test, then we have seen AA test, AAA test. Also what are similar triangles? So this will help us to solve practice set 1.3 of Maths Part 2 Similarity chapter. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe, like, share, and if you haven't watched our previous videos, I have given the link in the description, so do watch it, and thank you. Welcome students to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to solve practice set 1.3 of Similarity chapter Maths 2 Standard 10 Maharashtra Board. We have solved 1.1 and 1.3 of the Similarity chapter. If you haven't watched those videos, the link is given in the description. You can go to the link and watch all the videos. Let's start. Question number 1. In the figure given, angle ABC is equal to 75 degree and angle ADC is equal to 75 degree. This angle ABC is equal to 75 degree and angle ADC is equal to 75 degree. State which two triangles are similar and by which test. Also write the similarity of these two triangles by a proper 1-to-1 correspondence. Now we have to which two triangles are similar. We have to find out which two triangles are similar as well as the correspondence, 1-to-1 correspondence. Now we take two triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle ADC, ABC and triangle EDC. Angle ABC is equal to 75 degree, angle ADC is equal to 75 degree. Both the angles are of same measurement, therefore these two angles ABC and EDC are congruent. Then in these two triangles, one angle is common to both the triangles, this one C. Therefore angle ACB congruent angle ECD because it is a common angle between two triangles. This angle ACB is equal to or congruent to angle ECD, this one. Therefore these two triangles ABC and ADC are similar by AA test, and correspondence is ABC. This is the corresponding, this is the sign of correspondence. It is not appearing properly. Okay, ABC corresponding to ADC. Next question. Now you have given two triangles, so we have to find out are the triangles in the figure 1.56 similar. If yes, by which test? We have to find out whether these two triangles are similar, and if yes, then which test. Now triangle PQR and triangle LMN, only the measures of the sides are given. So what we are supposed to do, we'll take the ratios of these sides. So PQ upon LM is equal to 6/3, 2:1. Then this QR upon MN, 8/4, it is 2:1, and then PR upon ln is equal to 10 upon 5 is equal to 2:1 or 2 upon 1, 2 upon 1. Therefore, the ratio of the sides is equal, 2:1, 2:1, 2:1. Therefore, these two triangles PQR is similar to triangle LMN by SSS test, that is side test. Next, question number 3 is given. In the figure 1.57, this is 1.57 figure, two poles of the height 8 meter and 4 meter are perpendicular to the ground. These are two poles. This is smaller one, height 4 meter, bigger one, height 8 meter. Now, if the length of the shadow of smaller pole due to sunlight is 6 meter, then how long will be the shadow of the bigger pole at the same time? This shadow, smaller pole, its shadow is QR, that is 6 meter. So we have to find out X, that is the shadow of the bigger pole at the same time when it is for the smaller one, it is smaller pole, it is 6 meter. So we have to find out the value of X. Now see the poles PR and AB, these poles are always perpendicular to the ground. Therefore, in triangle PQR and triangle ABC, angle PRQ is equal to angle AC because both are 90 degree. Therefore, these two triangles are similar. Generally, two right angle triangles are similar. Therefore, PQ similar ABC, then PR upon AB, not AB, it is AC here, a small mistake. So PR upon AC is equal to QR upon BC. This PR upon AC is equal to QR upon BC. Put the values, 4 upon 8 is equal to 6 upon X, cross multiplied, 4 into X is equal to 6 into 8. So we get 6 8s are 48, 4 into X, so X is equal to 48 divided by 4. So you get X, value of X is 12. Therefore, the shadow of the bigger pole will be 12 meter. So this X will be 12 meter at the same time. Okay, next question. In question number 4, this in triangle ABC, this is a bigger triangle ABC, AP is perpendicular to BC and BQ is perpendicular to AC. BQ is perpendicular to AC. So we have to prove that triangle CPA similar to triangle CQB. So triangle CPA similar triangle CQB we have to prove. Also we have to find out AP is equal to, we have to find out AC. AP is 7, BQ is 8 and BC 12 is given. So first what we will do, we will show or we will prove these triangles similar. So for proving this, in triangle CP and it should be AND. Okay. I'm also preparing lectures for Marathi medium people, so therefore small mistake. So in triangle CPA and triangle CQB, CPA is equal to 90, CQB is equal to 90. Therefore, both the angles are congruent. So CPA congruent angle CQB, as well as there is a common angle ACP and BCQ. This one common angle. So ACP congruent BCQ, it is common angle. Therefore, these two triangles CPA and CQB, these two triangles are similar. Correspondence is CPA CQB. Now we are taking the ratios of corresponding sides. CP upon CQ is equal to PA upon QB is equal to C upon CB. Now values are given AP, BQ, BC. Therefore AP, BQ and BC is given. So we won't consider the first fraction. Then PA upon QB is equal to CA upon CB. Put values 7, 8, CA and 12. PA is 7, QB is 8, CA and CB is 12. Cross multiply it. So you'll get 7, 12 7s are 84 is equal to CA into 8. So CA we get 84 divided by 8, that is 10.5. Next question number 5, we have given trapezium PQRS. So in a trapezium, one side, one pair of the opposite side is parallel. So side PQ is parallel side SR. So this side PQ is parallel to side SR, and what is given, AR is equal to 5 AP, AS is equal to 5 AQ, and we have to prove that SR is equal to 5 PQ. We have to prove that SR is equal to 5 QP. So this SR is equal to 5 PQ. So given, we'll write all the given in this. Side PQ is parallel side SR, AR is equal to 5 AP, AS is equal to 5 AQ. Now we have to prove SR is equal to 5 PQ. Now what we are going to do in this particular sum, we are taking this smaller triangle PAQ and this bigger triangle RAS. See, in triangle PAQ and triangle RAS, angle PAQ congruent angle RS because they are opposite angles. This one, they are opposite angles, PAQ and RAS, as well as PQ is similar to PQ is parallel to SR. Therefore, we get two pairs of alternate angles. That is PQA RSA and QPA SRA. So we get PAQ similar triangle RS, triangle PAQ similar triangle RS by AAA test. Therefore, we are taking the ratios of their corresponding sides. PA upon RA is equal to AQ upon AS is equal to PQ upon RS. So AQ is as it is, take it as it is. Then AS is what? AS is 5 AQ. AS is 5 AQ. It is given. See, AS is 5 AQ. Therefore, AQ lapses. What do we get? 1 upon 5 is equal to PQ upon RS. Cross multiply. RS is equal to 5 PQ. RS is equal to 5 QP, and it is proved. That is RS or SR is equal to 5 PQ. Next question. Question number 6. Same trapezium is given. Side AB is parallel to DC. Side AB is parallel to side DC, and diagonal AC and BD intersect at point O. This diagonal AC and diagonal BD intersect at O. So we have to find the value of OD. And other values are given. AB 20, DC 6, OB 15. Now, to find the value of OD, we have to prove these two triangles COD and AOB similar, and then we can find out the value of OD. So in these two triangles COD and AOB, COD congruent AOB opposite angles, CDO ABO alternate angles, DCO BAO they are also alternate angles, therefore they are congruent. So we get triangle COD, this triangle COD similar to triangle AOB by AAA test. Then we are taking the ratios of these two triangles, similar triangles. CO upon AO is equal to OB upon OD. OD upon OB is equal to CD upon AB. Put values. OD we have to find out. OB is 15, CD is 6, and AB is 20. Cross multiply, we get OD into 20 is equal to 6 into 15, that is 90. OD is equal to 90 divided by 20, and we get OD as 4.5. Question number 7. In this question, we have given a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, opposite sides, the pair of opposite sides is parallel to each other. So here AB parallel to DC and AD parallel to BC. Line DE intersects ray AB in point T. So we have to prove that DE into B is equal to C into T. See this DE into BE is equal to CE into TE. So we have to take these two triangles ECD and BET. Sorry, CED and BET. So in triangle CED and triangle BET, similar, we have to show these two triangles similar. Therefore, CED congruent BET opposite angles and ECD congruent EBT alternate angles. Here CED BET, these are opposite angles. This here one angle and here other angle, as well as this angle ECD and EBT, they are alternate angles. So we get triangle CED similar triangle BET by AA test. Then we are taking the ratios of this ratios of corresponding sides. C upon B is equal to AD upon AT is equal to CD upon BT. So AD means D is equal to T upon C AD. It is written as DE upon TE is equal to C upon B. This ratio we have taken here, the fraction. Then cross multiply D into B is equal to T into C or C into T. Hence it is proved. Question number 8 and question number 9, only 2 remains. See, 2 remain. Then in question number 8, in the figure, segment AC and segment BD intersect each other in the point P. This AC and BD intersect at P. We have to, and also what is given, AP upon CB is equal, AP upon CP is equal to BP upon DP. This AP upon CP is equal to BP upon DP. So we have to prove that these two triangles ABP similar triangle CDP, ABP similar triangle CDP, ABP and CDP, this one. So in these two triangles, APB congruent CPD opposite angle and AP upon CP is equal to BP upon DP. It is given. So we get 3 conditions to prove that these two triangles are similar. So triangle ABP similar triangle CDP by SAS test, that is side angle side test. This is side angle side test. Last question of this 1.3 practice set. Now we have given that in triangle ABC, point D is on the BC such that angle BAC is equal to angle ADC. Angle BAC is equal to angle ADC. Then we have to prove that CS square is equal to CB into CD. CS square is equal to CB into CD. So what is given, we are writing it. What is proved, we are also writing. Then proof. We have to take these two triangles, the bigger triangle ABC and smaller triangle ADC or ACD. In triangle BAC and ADC, BAC congruent ADC it is given, as well as ACB and CDA. SCB and DCA is a common angle between those. This angle is common. Therefore, in triangle, therefore these two triangles BAC similar triangle ADC by AA test. Then take corresponding sides, ratio of corresponding sides. BA upon AD is equal to AC upon DC is equal to BC upon AC. Then AC is written as CA, DC is written as CD, BC is written as CB and AC is written as CA. Cross multiply CA into CA is equal to CD into CB. So we get CA square is equal to CB into CD. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe, like and share. If you haven't watched our previous videos, our link is given in the description. So do watch, again subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you for watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to learn theorem of areas of similar triangles, Maths 2, Standard 10, Maharashtra Board. Let's start. This theorem says when two triangles are similar, the ratios of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of their corresponding sides. So if these two triangles ABC and PQR, if these two triangles are similar, then the areas of the ratio of their areas is equal to square of the corresponding sides, So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square is equal to BC square upon QR square is equal to PR square upon AC square upon PR square. So we have to prove that. So this theorem is important to solve. Practice at 1.4 of similarity chapter. Now what is given? Triangle ABC similar triangle PQR and AD perpendicular to BC, PS perpendicular to QR. We have to prove that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, BC square upon QR square, AC square upon PR square. Now, area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to BC into AD, QR into PS. So this base into height, base into height, base. In triangle ABC, BC is the base and AD is the height. BC is the base and AD is the height. In triangle PQR, QR is the base and PS is the height. So area of triangle ABC is equal to base BC into height AD. Area of triangle PQR is equal to base QR into height PS. Now we have separated BSQR and ADPS. Just a separation here. This is point number 1. Now we are taking these two triangles ABD and PQS. ABD and PQS. This one and this one. Now in these two triangles, see, angle B is equal to angle Q, given. Angle B is equal to angle Q, it is given. Then angle ADB is 90 degree. Angle PSQ is also 90 degree. Therefore they are congruent, they are equal. So angle ADB is equal to angle PSQ is equal to 90 degree. So what we get from these two, that triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQS by AA test. So these two triangles are similar. This one, this triangle ADB and PSQ. Now these triangles are similar. Then we are taking the ratio of their corresponding sides. AD upon PS is equal to AB upon PQ. But PQR ABC is similar to PQR. Therefore AD upon PS is equal to AB upon PQ, and AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon CR. This right hand side of this point number 2 is equal to left hand side of this point number 3. Therefore this left hand side is equal to this right hand side. So AD upon PS can be written as BS upon QR in equation number 1. So BC into BC, BC square, QR into QR, QR square. Similarly we can show AB square upon BC. Similarly we can show that area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, AC square upon PR square. So again see the theorem. When two triangles are similar, the ratio of their areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. Okay, so this will help us to solve practice set 1.4 of similarity chapter. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe, like and share among your friends. Again, thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Sadeva classes. Today we are going to solve practice set 1.4 of similarity chapter, maths part 2, standard 10. So let's begin. So before starting this solving this practice set, we should know the theorem. Theorem is when two triangles are similar, the ratio of areas of those triangles is equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. We have already made a video for this theorem, the theorem on the ratios of similar triangles, ratios of areas of similar triangles. Now first question of 1.4. The ratio of corresponding sides of similar triangle is 3:5. Then we have to find out the ratio of their areas. So by using this theorem, the ratio of their areas, triangles are similar, so the ratio of their areas is equal to square of their corresponding sides, ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So 3:5. So square of 3 upon square of 5, 9 upon 25, 9:25. So the ratio of their areas is equal to 9:25, 9 upon 25. Question number 2, we have given activity in question number 2 and question number 3. See, in question number 2, if triangle ABC is similar triangle PQR and AB, ratio of AB is to PQ is equal to 2:3, then fill in the blanks. So area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to AB square upon PQ square, AB square upon PQ square. So PQ is the corresponding side of AB. These two are corresponding sides of each other. Then AB square is 2 square, PQ square is 3 square. So 2:3 the ratio is given. So Square of 2 is 4 and square of 3 is 9. Similarly, in question number 3, ABC and PQR are similar. Area of triangle ABC 80, area of triangle PQR 125 units. Then we have to fill in the blanks. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to 80 upon 125. Now, by taking factors of 80 is equal to 16 into 5 and 125 is 25 into 5. So 5 lapses, 16 upon 25 is the answer, and by taking the square roots of 16 and 25 we get AB upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 5. So 4 is the square root of 16 and 5 is the square root of 25. Next question. In question number 4, triangle element similar triangle PQR. Triangle element similar triangle PQR and 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 60 into area of triangle element. If QR is given 20, then we have to find out MN. So let's see the solution. In triangle element similar triangle PQR. Therefore, the ratio of their areas is equal to the square of their corresponding sides. Ratio is equal to the ratio of square of the corresponding sides by ratio of areas of similar triangle theorem. So area of triangle element upon area of triangle PQR is equal to square of MN upon square of QR. Square of MN upon square of QR. This is point number 1. Then what is given to us? 9 into area of triangle PQR. 9 into area of triangle PQR is equal to 16 into area of triangle LMN. Then by interchanging this area and digits, we get 9 upon 16 is equal to area of triangle LMN upon area of triangle PQR. Then 9 is square of 3, 16 is square of 4. Point number 2. So look at point number 1 and point number 2. So this left hand side is equal to this right hand side. So right hand side of point number 1 is equal to left hand side of point number 2. So what we get, square of MN upon square of QR is equal to square of 2 upon square of 4. So by taking square roots, we get MN upon QR is equal to 3 upon 4. MN we have to find out, QR is given 20, cross multiply, we get MN into 4 is equal to 20 into 3. 23 is 60. So MN is equal to 60 divided by 4, we get MN is equal to 15. Then question number 5. Areas of two similar triangles are 225 square centimeter and 81 square centimeter. If a side of the smaller triangle is 12 centimeter, then find corresponding side of the bigger triangle. So we are given two triangles, one is smaller, other is bigger, and these two triangles are similar. Their areas are also given, and we have to find out the value of bigger triangle, the side of the bigger triangle. Now the side of the smaller, now what is the solution? Here it should be solution, not equal, it is in Marathi. Okay, the side of the smaller triangle is 12 centimeter. Let the side of the bigger triangle be x centimeter. Two triangles are similar, therefore area of smaller triangle upon area of bigger triangle is equal to square of 12, that is the side of smaller triangle, upon x. X is the corresponding side of bigger triangle. So area of smaller triangle 81, area of bigger triangle is 225, square of 12, square of x. Then 81 is square of 9, 225 is square of 15, is equal to square of 12 upon square of x. Then by taking square root, we get 9 upon 15 is equal to 12 upon x. By cross multiplying, we get 9 into x is equal to 12 into 15. So 9x is equal to 180, x is equal to 180 upon 9, that is 20. So we get this side of the bigger triangle. The side of the bigger triangle is 20 centimeter. Then question number 6. triangle ABC and triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. These are equilateral triangles, and if area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is equal to 1:2 or 1/2. We have given AB is 4, then we have to find out DE. We have to find out D. So what is the solution? Triangle ABC and it should be and triangle ABC and some mistakes, typing mistake. Triangle ABC and the triangle DEF are equilateral triangles. Therefore, they are similar also. Why similar? Because all angles are 60 degree. If we draw, we know the properties of equilateral triangle. Then all the angles are 60 degree. Therefore, these two triangles ABC and DEF are similar by AAA test, angle test. Then we have taken the ratios. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is equal to square of AB upon square of D. Ratios of areas of similar triangles. This ratio is given 1/2. AB is 4, so square of AB, square of 4 is equal to 16. Then cross multiplying, we get D square is equal to 16 into 2. Then by taking square root, we get D is equal to 4 root 2. This is root 2, 4 root 2. So we get the value of D as 4 root 2. Then in question number 7, activity is given to you. It is an activity given to you, and we have to complete this activity to find the area of quadrilateral DPQE. So in figure 1.66, PQ parallel DE. This PQ segment is parallel to DE segment. These are parallel lines. Then area of triangle PQF is 20 units. This smaller triangle. Area of triangle PQ is 20 units. PF is twice DP. This PF is twice DP. Then we have to find out the area of quadrilateral DPQE. Area of quadrilateral DPQE by completing the following activity. So activity, we have to complete this activity. You know very well, if you see the new pattern of your SSC board, many activities are generally directly asked for 2 marks, 3 marks, or many times they or for 4 marks also. Then area of triangle PQF is equal to 20 units. PF is 2 DP, the twice of DP. So let us assume DP is x, therefore PF is 2x. So this is x and this is 2x. Then DF is equal to DP plus PF. This DF is equal to DP plus PF. So x plus 2x is equal to 3x. Now in triangle FDE and triangle FPQ, smaller one and bigger one, this FDE, the bigger triangle, and FPQ, smaller triangle. See, these two sides are parallel, therefore we get 2 pairs of corresponding sides. So angle FDE congruent angle FPQ, angle FDE congruent angle FPQ. Similarly, we get angle FED congruent FQP. So these two triangles are similar by AA test. We are taking the ratios of their areas. Area of triangle FDE upon area of triangle FPQ is equal to square of FD upon square of FP. FD is 3x, square of 3x upon square of 2x. So 3 is square of 3 is 9, square of 2 is 4, x square left side. Then we get area of triangle FD is equal to 9 upon 4 into area of triangle FPQ. Area of angle FPQ is given 20. So 4 divided by 20 is 5, 9 5s are 45. Then to find out the area of this quadrilateral, we have to subtract the area of smaller triangle from area of bigger triangle. So area of quadrilateral DPQE is equal to area of triangle FDE minus area of triangle FPQ. So 45 minus 20 is equal to 25. So area of triangle FPQ is 20, area of quadrilateral DPQ is 25, and this total area of bigger triangle DEF is 45. So thank you for watching this video. We have completed similarity chapter of maths part 2. Do subscribe, like and share, and if you haven't seen previous videos of similarity as well as two variables in a linear equation, two variables of maths part 1, you can see all videos or you can watch all videos. The link is given in the description. Thank you once again.